Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as TIFU by making my web game one of the most disliked in Russia. This post received 44,071 upvotes. Posted by Steroids on Asteroid. The post reads as follows. Obligatory, it didn't happen today. However, I realized my idiocy today. I am a small game developer part-time. I also have a regular job. Since more than 1 year I have been working alone on a puzzle platformer that I've been thinking of for 2 years. It's a labor of love. After about a year of hard work, I had something that I was proud of, and that I considered ready for release. It's a web game, and when you release a web game, what you usually do is that you put it on a game portal. Maybe you remember Flash game portals where office workers were slacking off on in the O. Personally, for me it was at school. Well, they are still a thing, except games are not made in Flash anymore, but the idea is the same. Also, when you are a web game dev, it's very well known that Russians love web games. So if you manage to have Russians liking your games, you are half the way there because you will get tons of players. So anyway, I was ready to release my game. A bit apprehensive, of course. I managed to get my game on a couple portals, including a huge Russian one. In Russia, my game got wrecked. Everybody hated it. My game is a 0.8/10. I'm not kidding. I don't think there is a worse game on this portal. It felt like shit, and I was very puzzled. Today, I showed it to a colleague at my normal job, explaining to him that Russians hated my game. I clicked full screen. Then I noticed it. The downvote button on that website was overlapping the restart button in the game. So people restarting a level, which happens fairly often, gave me a downvote along the way. I don't know if it's clear, so here is what the buttons look like. You can only see it when the game is full screen, which is why I did not notice before. So here I am, a bumbling idiot. Where any scammer in his right mind would have used this trick for evil and profit, instead I tricked them into burning me to the ground. TLDR. Spent more than a year making a game, released it on a Russian game portal where the restart button was right under the downvote button. Everybody restarted. Everybody downvoted, and now I am the proud maker on the worst web game in Russia. Edit. Wow, thanks for the load of suggestion, everyone. It looks like this post is blowing up. It's a first time for me. I think I'll try out move the buttons. Then email the Russian portal to explain what happened and ask them if they would reset the votes. Also, since a lot of you asked for a link, my game is called bombhopper.io. If mods want me to remove this link, I'll gladly comply. Edit 2. I'm currently at work, so I need to go for a while, but I'll check back soon. Edit 3. Holy shit, this is crazy, everyone. Now I have 21 times more upvotes on here than downvotes on the portal. And thanks for the platinum, gold and silver. Edit 4. I'm going to bed now, but first I'd like to thank everyone who said nice things to me. I really appreciate it. I'm still overwhelmed by it, honestly. This post made it to all woo. I'll edit again when I get the answer from the portal. Edit 5. It took a lot of time to get in touch with the portal, so I forgot to edit this post with the outcome. Sorry. But for the few people that still stumble upon it, now bombhopper.io is actually the best rated game on Taito2, the portal, because they were kind enough to remove all the downvotes. But they kept the upvotes. Props to them. A comment from user Guswang says, think about the good side of it. It doesn't mean people didn't like the game. Change 1 or 2 things. Rename the game. Upload it again and good luck. This comment received 4105 upvotes. A reply from the original author Steroids on Asteroid says, that's true. That would be a bit annoying because the game would have different names depending on your country though. Also, I'm not sure re-uploading the same game with a different name wouldn't be against the rules of the portal. I think I'll send them an email. This reply received 1762 upvotes. A comment from user Rug Burn Dog Dick says, in Russia game downvotes you. This comment received 14,211 upvotes. A comment from user Inspirator says, ahaha, having the upvote, Downvote buttons overlaid on the games is such a bad design from the Russian website though. This comment received 1905 upvotes. A comment from user Joe Party says, "The folks at Bad UI Battles would adore you." This comment received 364 upvotes. A comment from user Deleted User says, "That's awesome. Now I wanna play your game smiley face." This comment received 2090 upvotes. A comment from user CPC2 says, "Here it is. Saw it in OP's profile. Quite similar to an Android game I played, Gravity Box. It's entertaining, though there are a few bugs with the interface." This comment received 113 upvotes. In response, the original author Steroids on Asteroid replied, "Yep, if you like the gameplay mechanic, there is also another similar game called Canon. Could you please share the interface bugs? So I can fix them." This reply received 91 upvotes. A comment from user Deleted User says, "Rename. Move button. Re-release." This comment received 611 upvotes. A comment from user The Suicidal Pancake says, "Well, post a link and let's make it the most disliked game in the world then." This comment received 300 upvotes. A comment from user Davidobot says, "Not up, but here is the game." This comment received 143 upvotes. A comment from user Healyhatman says, "TIFU by making a TIFU post all about my new game and didn't even link to my game." This comment received 145 upvotes. A comment from user Flawless NZL says, "Can you just re-release a game like this? Have no idea how these things function, but surely it's worth a reset here." This comment received 24 upvotes. A reply from the original author Steroids on Asteroid says, "I'm not sure. I think the people in charge of the content of the portal might notice it and be against it. Probably the best I can do is email them to ask if they can reset the score and hope they won't ignore my email." This reply received 36 upvotes. A comment from user Tweaked Monkey says, "Did you beta test?" This comment received 1 upvotes. A reply from the original author Steroids on Asteroid says, "I beta tested it as a game on its own domain. But in this case the game was inside the Russian site, so I did not notice the site's interface was on top of my interface." This reply received 12 upvotes. A comment from user Hulking_troll says, "I call BS. Op doesn't release name or link to game, just another karma farming F-stick. Prove me wrong, Op. Let the internet help your rating by giving us a link to your web browser game. Or is that too hard? Because it doesn't exist." This comment received -14 upvotes. A reply from the original author Steroids on Asteroid says, "Username checks out. Alright, I'll fall for it. The game is called bombhopper.io and the web portal I released it on is Taito2. Check for yourself." This reply received 11 upvotes.